Hi, this is Brooke and Adam from Imaginary Lemons, and today we are giving a tour and review of the Pan Pacific Hotel in Vancouver and the wheelchair accessibility. We are a YouTube channel that talks about life with disability and a lot of travel with disabilities. We just got off the Disney Wonder for a 7-day Alaska cruise, which was lovely. Yes. And we, rather than trying to fly directly home, we wanted to stay over one night. And so we decided to try out the Pan Pacific. Pan Pacific is a really popular hotel for pre and post cruise stays, especially pre-cruise stays, because it is literally in the same building as the cruise terminal.
Right, you can throw a rock and hit the cruise ship from the window, so you were so inclined.
Don't do that.
But you probably get in trouble with the mounted police and all that other stuff, so you don't want to do that. But you could. That's how close the cruise ship is. Actually, we've had footage of it from where ship is parked, and they have this platform where you can actually see the ships right there. Yeah. It's like not even maybe 50 feet away. So it's the Pan Pacific Hotel here. It's like very, very, very close. Yeah. It's very, very popular.
So you can get from the cruise terminal to your hotel room without going outside. It's not a cheap option, but it's a very popular option. They do offer a service to take your bags for you to the cruise terminal for a fee. So that is available should you want it. A couple of things to know about the Pan Pacific before we get started. In terms of accessible rooms, they have a few wheelchair accessible rooms with tubs and one wheelchair accessible room with roll-in shower. That one room is club level. So you cannot get a roll-in shower without paying club level rates. Price. So you're talking, $200 to $300 more per night to be in club level, shower, at least. And in order to get that roll-in shower. All of their wheelchair accessible rooms are 2 doubles. So, they're smallish beds. But they are all 2 doubles. There's no king rooms with wheelchair accessibility.
Right.
The room itself is pretty spacious, and so that's nice. And they do have transfer benches, not just a shower seat. They have a proper transfer bench available for the tubs if you ask for it in advance. This room is a 2 doubles and a sleeper sofa. So this room sleeps 6. Pretty convenient pre or post cruise stay, right? People often like to sort of pack in when you're just doing that one night. You don't want to get a whole bunch of hotels, right? So you could sleep up to 6 in this room, which is more than usual. There's a nice big desk, there's a nice big TV, and so it is a very comfortable room. The coffee is Lavazza. So it's an espresso maker, but you don't have a milk steamer, so you're not making lattes. So there's that.
The car has carpeted floors, so that's a little bit more resistance than your manual pushers out there. The bathroom door is pretty wide and spacious for me to get in and out of. Enough space to maneuver in there. There is a pole in the bathroom that I believe it's removable, because I looked up in the ceiling and it looks like you have like a Allen wrench or socket wrench. You can like untighten the bolts and remove the pole.
Do you understand why that pole's there?
It could be for accessibility, for stability when you want to transfer into the tub.
Oh, you think it's like a grab bar?
Yeah, I think it's a grab bar.
Interesting. I saw that too and I was confused as to what that was.
In addition to other grab bars, I guess use grab bar for the getting into the tub and grab the one in the tub. So that was interesting. Pretty spacious, like Brooke said. We're gonna take all our stuff and throw it all over the room first and see how it looks later.
But with all of our room tours, we do come back after we've stayed here at least a night to give you, because we always find things, right? Or there's things that we don't think of that we come back to and go, oh, that was weird. We'll come back tomorrow to give you an update on how the stay was, whether the beds were comfortable, things like that. Take it tomorrow. We're back. So we've stayed in the room for one night.
I measured the bed because people asked about that, and it's 24 inches high. Busted out the tape measure, and the beds are a little soft for me, but that's just, some people like that.
The beds are small, right? It's doubles. It's not queens, it's doubles.
Yeah.
So, for Americans, I guess, right? We did end up sleeping in 2 separate beds because, we're not children and we want to switch. The accessibility in Canada is a little bit different than in the US. And so some of the things were just not the best. Right, the towel racks were really high. There was some awkward placement of things.
Right,
the soap was crazy high.
It's in the wall behind, next to the mirror, across the sink. So you have to stand up and reach to get the soap, and you have to hit the dispenser.
Yeah,
and it's
super awkward. Super awkward.
Like some of the lamps and stuff are turn on, which for accessibility wise, it's not great. I know either it's a switch you could hit up and down, or that would be better. But little small things like that.
But it got the job done.
Yeah.
I think if we were staying here for more than one night, I'd be annoyed. But since we're only staying for one night, It's all right, right?
Um,
Basically, Adam couldn't be as independent in this room as
Right.
he could in other rooms, which is why I'd be annoyed after a day, right? Because like I had to turn on the lights, I had to turn off the lights, I had, you know what I mean? Like it was just a lot of
Yeah.
like me having to do the things, and
small
like that's
things.
annoying
They add
after a
up.
while.
They add
right?
up, though.
And you know, he's a grown man. He wants to be able to turn off a light when he feels like it. So the room is all right. What you're paying for is the convenience to be right across the street.
From the pier.
The Fairmont waterfront also offers the
Shuttle service, or
well, not shuttle service. It's across the street.
oh, okay.
So it's across the street. I know that they had their own desk at the terminal to get luggage back to the hotel if you were staying there. So it's definitely worth checking that one out as well. We didn't do that. Or like I said, I mean, we were perfectly comfortable in the Marriott, and that
Right.
was about $100 a night cheaper. Even with the $15 shuttle from Disney, it still worked out far cheaper. If I was doing this again, I'd probably go Marriott. I don't think that this convenience is
Really worth it.
so much worth the extra money
Yeah.
that you pay. Plus, you know, we couldn't get the roll-in shower. Like, you know, I mean, we didn't have one at the other place either. Roll-in showers don't seem to be as common here. I've noticed that so
Right.
far. So I can't make a blanket statement, but so far it seems like they're not quite as common. And so would I say don't stay here? No, absolutely not. This was perfectly lovely. It was fine. So yeah, it's not the best, not the worst. It got the job done.
Almost, because they have a fancy coffee machine.
Oh well, they
but
didn't.
no coffee supplies.
I know, but that's like one housekeeping person forgot, so I can't ding the whole hotel. But
Okay.
I'm a little cranky with the no coffee supplies. But yeah, but other than that, it got the job done, and we're gonna go over to Tim Hortons now and get some coffee after we check out. They do offer luggage service. They are coming to get our bags. They're gonna store them, and until we are ready to go to the airport. If you are interested in booking a Disney cruise or any other cruise to Alaska, if you are looking for places to stay that are accessible in and around Vancouver, Seattle, or any cruise port, please feel free to give me a call. My info is here, and I would be happy to help you set up an accessible vacation. I specialize in helping people with disabilities travel and travel
Yes.
well. So give me a call, and I'd be happy to help you. There's no fees associated with my services. So until next time, stay strong,
Get creative.
and keep exploring. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye.